Hello everyone, today we are going to do a video on how to create a stool or a sofa like this. So in this example, we have a shape, okay, and we are going to create the machining for the ribs and we are going to do this shell. So let's start. Okay, so I have the shape from our AutoCAD file, so I'm going to import DWG and we have a shape here. Okay, but this shape is in cm. It was done in cm. So I'm just going to say mm to cm, 1:1. And now it goes back to mm, 1:10. So now this is the correct scale. Next, I'm going to do the ribs around it. So how do I do that? I basically draw the rib first. So I'm just going to draw a rib, something like this. And I'm going to double click it to give it a proper dimension and name. I'm going to say the height is about 600. The width is about 150 and the thickness is about 18. So now we are done with this, but when I populate the ribs around, I want to give it a spacing. So how do I do that? First, we need to do a reference point for this block. So we're going to attributes, we're going to parts, all attributes, reference point. Sorry, it's at the back, reference point, input for this part. Click on this part, press enter, click on the 3 points, 1, 2, 3, done. Okay, cancel. And now I'm going to move these 2 points out. And I'll say that maybe my spacing is 50 mm. Okay, so I'm done. Okay, next we need to join these lines together. If you realize that the lines on my model tree are individual, how do I join them together? Like in other videos, you go to H tools and you say close chain. Select everything, enter. So now everything is a single chain. So what is the command to copy this rib around? Go into Part Tools tool and go Wall Copy. Click first on the line that you want to copy. Press enter. And next you can say copy along this part. Enter. And when they say direction by first, you have to click the reference point to here. So PYTHA knows that it's going to copy this way. And you have to click over here for the thickness so that PYTHA knows that it won't repeat itself. So you have something like this. Okay. So now we just need to make some minor adjustments. We just need to move these ribs up to the edge here. And I can just say move sec. Done. Okay, so we have everything nicely placed. And I'm just going to delete this block. And next, we want to make the bottom a solid panel. We go into Parts, Profile, Edges, and select this edge. And say -18 as the base panel. Okay, and then I'm just going to call this base. Next, we are going to copy this up, clicking from here to here, and done. So we have the top and bottom. So how do we do the shell then? So if I know that the shell is 6 mm, what we can do, we can go into parts and we can first use parallel, the top panel, and say that the thickness is 6. So it creates a solid that's 6 mm bigger, top, bottom, left, right. Okay, and I'm going to move this bigger solid up. Okay, but I'm only interested in the shell, so I don't want the top and bottom panel. So the easiest way to do is to double click on this panel and say that maybe I'll change this thickness to 500. Move it up such that it intersects the shell. Okay, and when you see two solids intersecting, you can use the difference. Use difference. The part to remain is this, and the parts to subtract is the bigger one. Enter. Immediately we have the, okay. So next, we are just going to copy this panel upwards. Okay, and now move this panel to down here. And from here, what we can do we can, under our toggle part, we can go to face, and we can say move face. So I select this face, and I'll say move it from this point all the way down. And done. We have our model. So what we can do next, we can say Part 2 Stool, 2D Revolve, click on this face, and immediately, bam, we have our face to produce, which is here. Okay, so I'm just going to move this away. And how do we produce this? We go into workshops, we go into define, and we say that yes, everyone has a 3-hour connection. And I select the entire block. So now there's a DAO connection for every panel. You can see here. And I say, yes, use this as a router because I'm going to use my CNC to cut this. So I'm saying this is a 8mm router, done. And next, I will draw my raw material, 12440, 1220, 810. And now I can say nesting. This is my nested board. Please nest this entire solid here with a 8mm gap. So immediately we have our nested panel. So over here we have our nested panel which can be exported to our CNC. Okay, and then over here we have the 3mm panel that's needed to bend this. So you can see that in PYTHA you are able to create such furniture with very little work needed, and you're able to just produce this entire group. So that's all for the video. If you have any comments, please drop us a comment in the comment box. I hope this is beneficial for you. Thank you.